In this video, we'll review the use of Butterfly's new AI-powered gestational age tool. This feature is found in the OB presets and is enabled by a deep learning tool, allowing you to calculate the gestational age of a fetus. This tool takes around 2 minutes and uses only blind sweeps without the need to find and measure fetal parts. It can be used by many levels of clinician in any scenario where the gestational age is not known, or for those cases when the patient is unable to provide that information. Knowing the gestational age is vital for clinicians to determine best diagnostic and treatment plans for pregnant patients. Let's get started. First, position your patient in a semi-recumbent position as shown. Then, adjust clothing to allow craniocaudal scanning of the entire pelvis and abdomen, from the suprapubic to subxiphoid regions, and then lateral scanning to both anterior axillary lines. Next, select either the OB1 or OB23 presets, and if you don't know the gestational age, select OB23. Next, tap the Actions button and select Gestational Age Auto-Calculated. This opens a new screen which no longer has an ultrasound image. Instead, there will be a series of instructions and pictures on how to perform a series of blind probe sweeps on the patient. The screen also has a prompt to input the fundal height. That's used to determine the exact number of sweeps needed. This measurement is accomplished by palpating the top of the symphysis pubis and the top of the uterine fundus, and then measuring the distance between them in centimeters. 29. Tap the drop-down menu and then choose either less than 25 centimeters or not palpable, or in this case, the fundal height is greater than 25 centimeters, and hit Continue. After reading the prompts on the screen, apply gel to the entire abdominal area where the next sweep will be occurring. For the first sweep, position the probe low over the pubic bone with the marker to the patient's right side. Press the Start Recording button and move the probe superiorly towards the patient's head, keeping slight pressure so as to keep contact with the patient's skin and gel. The user has 10 seconds to complete the sweep, and the timer is shown on the bottom left of the screen. Once complete, tap Continue. The next L0 sweep is on the maternal left side, and gel should be applied to the runway of where you will be scanning. It is important to overlap about half the width of your prior sweep in this sweep. When ready, tap Start Recording and scan superiorly in a similar fashion, and continue to follow the sweep instructions until all are complete. And if you run out of gel, simply pause and reapply gel as needed. If you need to rescan a segment, simply tap Redo rather than Continue after the timer ends. Once all the craniocaudal sweeps are complete, you'll be prompted to scan in a left to right set of transverse sweeps with the probe marker turned towards the patient's head. Each sweep will begin from the patient's left side, sweeping to the right side. The first left to right side sweep starts on the low abdomen to cover the lower uterine segment. Subsequent sweeps will encompass the rest of the uterus, moving superiorly each time as shown in the pictorial instructions. Each additional sweep uses the same process. Apply gel, follow the instructions on the screen, hit record, sweep, and finally press continue after each sweep is completed. Once all sweeps have been completed, tap the blue Calculate button. If the gestational age is shown, the calculation was successful and you may stop scanning. Next, tap Finalize in the report, and you can find the gestational age value under Notes and the actual cine images of the blind sweeps below that. Save study here and hit Confirm to end the study. If unable to calculate is shown, we recommend trying again or switching to a manual calculation using Fetal Biometry, also available in the Butterfly app under the Actions tab. You can reach that by Xing out of the Gestational Age tool, clicking Exit and Delete, and going to the Actions tab and selecting Fetal Biometrics. You can then begin scanning as per usual to calculate gestational age via fetal biometric measurements. And that's how you use Butterfly's AI-powered gestational age tool.